Hey there, gamer guys and gals. We got another one from Red Aleka. This was originally developed by Wolf Team, but it was redone by Shinyuden. They've been bringing back a lot of these old Sega Genesis games, and this is Final Zone. This originally came out in the Christmas of 1990, and Shinyuden's been doing a good job of bringing back these old, hard-to-find Genesis games like Arrow the Acrobat and just stuff like that. They've brought back a bunch of them. I know at least 10 titles, old Sega Genesis titles that they've brought to the current console, and that's just really cool in my opinion. This is a top-down shooter. You can get all kinds of different weapon types. You get like a spread shot. You get like a double laser. You can adjust. You can pick what weapons you want for your bot. You basically have to clear a level of a certain amount of enemies, and then you'll have a boss fight. This game can be challenging, but there's cheats in the settings, that makes you invincible so that you don't die. So if you're just looking to get achievements, you can use that. If you're looking for a nice top-down shooter, sort of like, say, Commando, this is a good one, and it's going to give you a little bit of a challenge. The story goes that in the future they've got rid of all like nuclear weapons, and you must do battle, like in these mechs, and you're trying to destroy, the enemy's weapon of mass destruction. The controls can feel a little awkward in my opinion, like the way you're looking for enemies and you're trying to shoot them and stuff. They feel kind of dated, but that's because it's an old game. If you like grew up on these type of games, and this is one of your, let's say Final Zone, one of your favorite games, they did an amazing job at, bringing it back to life. It feels just like you're playing the old classic. And there's also rewind, like if you're struggling, let's say you're having a hard time and you mess up and die, you can rewind. Like I said, there's also cheats. There's also different, like screen pixels and stuff that you can change to make it look like the old carts. And they just did an amazing job of bringing these games back. I covered the Arrow Acrobat, and I really had a good time with that. And I just hope they keep doing these because, a lot of these old school Genesis games are expensive to get your hands on now. And I'm not sure about this one. I haven't looked this one up. But, I know you can't get it for the price that you're getting these. These games are usually around $5 to $7. So, that's a steal to get your hands on these old classics for that cheap price. So, if you're a Genesis fan, this is definitely one, that you're going to want to have in your collection. I think, like I said, if you were a fan of this one isn't going to let you down. I think you can play the Japanese version as well. I can't remember the console it came out in Japan first. I think '89, and then it came to North America. The Christmas of 1990. But you can play the Japanese version, as well. I don't know what else really to say. Like if you're a fan of Final Zone, definitely pick this one up. If you're not a fan of old school retro top-down shooters, this might not be for you because the controls might feel a little bit weird for you. But like I said, if you're a fan, this is one you're definitely going to add to your collection. Shinyuden just keeps doing an amazing job with these. The soundtracks still sound as good as they did. The games still look as good. I kind of would like if they would have cleaned up the graphics a little bit, maybe. But it looks like the classic. So, like I said, if you're looking for that classic, you definitely won't be disappointed with this. So check it out. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Let me know if you was a fan of Final Zone and what games you would like to see them do for the Genesis next. That are kind of hard to get their hands on. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for support. We'll give this one a fairly decent score because I had a good time with it. I've never played Final Zone before, but I enjoyed playing it this time. So I'm going to give it a 6.8 out of 10. Thank you, Shinyuden, for doing what you're doing. Look forward to seeing the other games that you do this for. It's just amazing getting your hands on these classics again for such a good price. But until next time, guys, see you in those leaderboards.